Hello everyone. Today I'm going to make presentation on the theme time to waste. So this is some kind of time is very important for a lot of people. That's why just today's presentation is a little bit interesting, might be just for you. So let's first of all see the plans, what kind of plans we are going to have for this presentation. First one, what is a time wasting? Anyway, what is time for you? And next one is what kind of ways how to spend time actively and effectively. So these are our plans for this presentation. So now, as any dealer said, how we spend our days is of course how we spend our lives. So there is a lot of meaning here in this context here, you can see here. And next I want to give you some questions about the time, of course. First question is, do you think people should spend their free time actively? For example, dancing, painting, or doing some kind of activities, or passively like listening to music, watching TV, or watching Instagram, Telegram, anything, and why? And the next question is, how do you spend your free time? So how would you answer to these questions? So let's talk about the time. Time is money, and according to a new survey, workers waste a lot of working time. A questionnaire, this questionnaire was taken in the USA, completed by 10,000 employers, reports on average of 2.9 hours per day is idled away in the business. This is twice as much as company bosses thought. It means companies lose an amazing $759 billion in the USA. However, bosses are not angered by these figures. Many executives think this idle time is beneficial to a company. Salary comes, Bill Collin called it creative waste. And time. Let's continue. So it's an arguable our most valuable commodity. Unlike treasured gems, precious metals, and any other prized possessions, time can't be hoarded, collected, earned, or bought with hard work, money, dignity, or our soul. It slips away, whether or not we choose to pack meaning into it, use it, or lose it. So goes the saying. So we all know how limited our lives are in the time-space continuum. We sometimes act like we don't know the value of time. We use words like spend, kill, or waste when we speak of how we while away the finite number of hours in each day. Time management systems abound, and still we flounder and falter at making the most of every sunrise. We plan for the future and neglect to cherish the present. We would rather to look back wistfully, ever so the future is full of hope. And yet, for many of us, it seems there are not enough hours in a day. We can all that goes with living into 24 hours of ticking, bargaining with Father Time, naively expecting him to budge, to our willful and resolute intentions to produce more, accomplish more, be more. We paddle in paradox, limbs failing trading in the quality of our lives, while doggedly pursuing an idealized quality of life, time. Like all the treasures in the world, we can't take it with us when we reach our final stop. Some among us may never be willing to embrace happiness in and with the time that we do have. For the rest of us, here are some ways to improve our relationship with time. So let's see the ways. The first way, track your time for at least a week. What does it mean? So it means keep a log of how you spend every walking moment so you know where your time is going. Get a small notebook you can carry around with you, or use your smartphone as a log. Write down. So write down times and what do you do during that time. After a week or so, go back and look through your log to get a better picture of how you spent your day. Don't cheat. If you are not honest about how you spend your time, you won't be able to improve anything. If you spend 20 minutes playing a game on your phone, write it down. If you want a more visual depictions, you can translate your log into pie charts or graphs to get a better idea of what tasks take up the most of your time. So next way is identify and eliminate bad habits. So what does it mean? So it means look for things in your time log that are taking you off task. You might have habits you have developed over time that are now doing you more harm than good. Maybe you check your phone every few minutes or respond to text messages immediately after receiving them. Changing your time habits takes time and effort, but will help you manage your time more effectively so you have more time to do the things you enjoy and find fulfilling. For example, if you find that you are frequently derailed by social media notifications, tuning those notifications off will help you to stay on task better. Then you can block specific times to check your social media accounts. If your problem is constantly checking your phone, try putting your phone in a drawer or another room while you are working on something important. Next way is organize your workspace to eliminate time sinks. Remove clutter from your workspace and put everything you need in reach. If your workspace is disorganized, you will lose time trying to find things that you need. Next way is keep necessary items. So keep necessary items. It's close at hand in a designated spot so you can always find them when you need them. This principle doesn't just apply to your desk at work. You can put it to good use at home as well. For example, organize your kitchen so that the utensils you use most frequently are nearest to where you use them. Make a list of goals you want to achieve. So what does it mean this way? So this way means that start with 3 or 5 goals that you can achieve within a few weeks. Your goals might be work or school-related, personal, or mixture. Think of things that you want to change or improve upon and figure out what you need to do to get to where you want to be. Prioritize your goals so the most important one is first. That is the one you will spend the most quality time on. So use a SMART method to set the goals that are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. For example, you might set a goal to walk 2 miles 4 days a week. If you are already in the habit of walking regularly, this goal is certainly attainable. It's also specific and measurable. Once you have accomplished a few goals, use that sense of achievement to motivate yourself to press further. You can move on to more complex long-term goals. Just remember to break them down into smaller pieces so they are attainable and you are always making progress. The next way is use a calendar and schedule to plan. Mark events on a calendar and schedule daily tasks. Calendars help with long-term planning and specific events that take place at a certain date and time. Use a separate schedule for your daily tasks. Usually, your daily schedule will be fairly repetitive from day to day. Schedule time in half-hour and hour blocks. Group similar tasks to get together so your brain isn't switching gears as often. For example, you might schedule a half-hour block in the morning and in the afternoon to read and respond to emails. If someone asks you to do something and you have booked, don't be afraid to say no. Trying to fit too many tasks into a day is a big reason people get stressed out. Next way is categorize tasks based on their urgency and importance. Do tasks that are both urgent and important first. Urgency relates to the time you have to complete the task, while importance relates to a task's necessity. If a task is urgent but not important, complete it after the tasks that are both urgent and important. Then move on to tasks that are important but not urgent. So, leave tasks that are neither urgent nor important for last. If possible, you can also delegate these tasks to others to complete it. Since they are neither urgent nor important for you, it doesn't matter if the other person doesn't do as well with the tasks as you would have, or takes longer than you would to get it done. And next way is do important tasks when you have the most energy. What does it mean? So it means track your energy during the day to figure out when it's at its peak. If you're a morning person, you likely have the most energy soon after you get up, then flag later in the afternoon. Night people, on the other hand, might find that they get a burst of energy later in the evening. If you have a deadline coming up soon, you mightn't be able to move around tasks like this. However, if you plan better for deadlines in the future, you can schedule that work for times when you have the most energy. So next way is delegate tasks you don't need to do yourself. If a task is neither urgent nor important, it can probably be done by someone else. If you have the ability to delegate tasks to other people, particularly in the work environment, it can help free up some of your time and take some of the pressure off you. Keep in mind that delegation doesn't just mean assigning a task to another person. You can also use your computer and apps to automate some of your tasks. For example, if you find that you usually reply the same way to specific types of emails, you can automate a response so that you can respond with a single click rather than having to type it out every time. Avoid thinking that you have to do everything yourself or it won't be done correctly. Give others a chance to help you, particularly with things that aren't that important or difficult. It will free up some of your time so you can get more things done that are truly important to you. Here I want to share how to delegate, how to make effective delegations here. of the tasks. First one is planning. So you should plan. Next one is assigning the right person. Whom are you going to assign the task? Third one is provide the right information. Fourth one is discuss. We have to discuss it. And next one is assisting. So the sixth one is tracking. And seventh one is reporting. Give someone, that supervisors, to report, to give about this one. And the eighth one is feedback. So this is the way, 8 steps to effective delegations of tasks, of course, if you want to delegate it. So next way is keep your focus in the moment. Focus on the task at hand rather than letting your mind drift elsewhere, studying in the moment rather than doing something automatically while you think about something else is part of using your time wisely. You will get things done more efficiently and get more enjoyment out of them if you commit to them 100% when you are doing them. This applies to time spent with family or friends as well. When you are eating dinner with the family, put your phones away and avoid checking your email or texting others. You will get a lot of more out of the time if you actively participate and remain present in the moment. If possible, take a 15-20 minutes break every hour. You can only focus and concentrate for so long on a specific task. Taking frequent breaks keeps you working at peak performance and ensures you don't burn out. Over time, you might find that you feel less tired at the end of the day. If your work or school environment doesn't allow you to take breaks this long, you should still make an effort to take some kind of break every hour or so, ever if it simply means switching tasks and doing something that doesn't take a lot of mental effort to give your brain a moment to recharge. For example, if you only have 10 minutes between 2-hour-long classes, you could step outside for a couple of minutes and walk around the building to help refresh your mind. So this is all what I wanted to share about time wasting. So now you got the information, I hope, that the right information for your daily life. Thank you very much for paying attention, and this topic, this presentation, hopefully this may change your life about the consuming your right time.